everybody, so this is part 2 of the how to get clients for life coaches video. So my first one, I hope you guys caught that one. We basically went over life coaching and the strengths that you guys bring to the table, opportunities for growth for you guys, where the marketplace is going and how you can leverage that, and then also other changes in the marketplace that maybe you want to keep in mind or watch out for. So if you like that information, or if you haven't already seen that and you're interested in that information, then go ahead and watch the first part of this 2-part video, I guess you could say. And yeah, if you are not a life coach and you've been watching this because you're curious about, I guess, what I talk about in these business specific videos, then I hope you're liking this, and definitely comment below if you work in a certain industry or area and you would like me to do your video next. I have like a list of different businesses and industries that I'm going to be looking into, but if I get a comment, then I will probably push the other ones down and then do yours first, most likely. Then of course, if you're a life coach, yeah, and you have any questions or comments, and of course, like, comment on either video with your question or comment, and I will definitely respond. And yeah, I didn't go through this in my last video. Again, like always, if you like the video, go ahead and hit like, and then if you like the channel and you want to see more of these videos, of course, go ahead and hit subscribe. So now we're going to get into how you guys can get clients as life coaches. So the way that I get that you guys have been trying to get clients in the past is it feels like you're just like barely squeezing them out, like you're just trying to get them just one by one, just trying to squeeze them out. And somehow it feels like you guys have been working too hard for it. Like you guys are putting a lot of work into it, which is awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very glad that you guys are just keeping with it, going with it, putting in all the effort, but it feels like there has to be a better way. Like it feels like you guys have been doing a lot and you are getting results. Yeah, you are getting results. You guys are getting clients, but yeah, something needs to change. Somehow something needs to give. I think I'm also getting that you guys have been doing a lot of the beginning steps right. Like you guys have been putting out a lot of content. You guys have been putting out videos maybe like this. You guys have Facebook groups that you guys have been building, but somehow you're not finishing the job. Like you are either starting, like maybe you started a Facebook group, but then you dropped off somehow. You didn't really nurture as much as you could have. You weren't as consistent maybe as you could have been. Or somehow you guys aren't closing. Like you're putting the content out there, you're getting some like views, some results from it, but then you're not closing on the ones that you're getting. Like there is something about the ending isn't quite together yet. And I feel like you guys in that like end part are somehow dropping the ball a little. It's like maybe you guys get really close to a close and then you don't send them the pricing, or you don't follow up with them. There's something where towards the end you guys just aren't, yeah, I think you guys are dropping the ball. Yeah, there's something that you guys just aren't doing towards the end that could be affecting like your ability to get clients. I think right now you guys have put some, right now I think things are a little bit better. I feel like you guys are being more consistent. I feel like you have a process in place and you're basically rinsing and repeating. It's like you're churning out content, you're churning out leads, you're churning out something. Like you have a process in place that you're now just running. And that's good. Like you guys are putting the work into that. I feel like that part of the system is good. It's in place, it's solid, it's working. And if you guys just keep it up, it's only going to get better and grow, and you're only going to get better at the process and improve it. And just, yeah, I feel like whatever process you guys currently have in place that you guys are churning, you guys are starting to feel comfortable with, you guys are being consistent with, yeah, you're just like comfortable with it. You're just practicing and doing it over and over and over. It's just becoming more natural, more a part of you, whatever that is. I think that is very good. That part is working. And I think in terms of closing for right now, you guys are starting to get a little bit of a feel for it, but you're not quite comfortable with it yet. I think you guys are still trying to figure some things out. It's like a little bit iffy. That's kind of the feel I'm getting. It's like your sale, like your closing process, the part where the sale actually gets made, where you start having those conversations. that part of the process is still a little bit iffy for you guys. The guidance that I get for you guys for going forward in order to get more clients is that whenever you guys put out content, so let's use the example of a video, I think you guys need to shorten it, keep it shorter and sweeter, and then have stronger calls to action. So provide value, but provide it more condensed, like provide more tinier snippets of value and add a stronger call to action. So instead of like offering a lot of value with a weaker call to action, you guys need to offer, it's still very valuable. What you're offering is very valuable, but but it's like in bite-sized pieces. Yeah, bite-sized pieces, like a strong, like a lot of value, very short, like video, and then a very strong call to action. Did you guys hear my shoulder pop? And I think in terms of your content, so still going with the idea of videos, is I think a lot of content for coaches on videos is probably very similar to what I was saying in my last video for life coaches, my last like part 1 of this video series. I was saying in that one how life coaches sometimes present and then they bring up somebody from the audience to the stage as a volunteer who will then, and then the coach will then help that person through a problem and demonstrate the whole coaching process. I think that in terms of the content that you guys should be putting out there, don't demonstrate the process so much. I think really what people are looking for is like what kinds of problems can you solve and what kinds of ideas do you have with regards to those problems. So I know coaches are really supposed to be more of helping the other person uncover the solution within themselves versus giving them the answers. But I think that for your videos, people will really like to see the kinds of problems and solutions that you guys have. And I think that that would give them a lot of confidence in you to be able to help them with their problems. So I know you're not quite showcasing what a coach does. You're doing more of a consultant type of video, but I think that they would just really love that. They would really resonate and be like, because they're going to look at your videos and then you're going to have this how to solve this blah, blah, blah problem. And they're going to watch it and then they'll be like, oh, wow, like what a great idea, or like what a great concept, or what a great direction, or whatever it is. And then they're going to want to watch the next one. And then they're going to be like, oh, this person has great ideas on all these problems. Like I could really use the help of this person. So yeah, I think that those types of videos, those bite-sized videos that solve a problem versus showcasing the coaching process and like how you take a client to be able to find the transformation within themselves. I think, yeah, giving them like a problem and a solution that like blows their mind, I think that would help you guys out a lot more and get people more interested and more confident in you and your abilities. So a lot of like sales experts and marketing experts, they recommend doing like a funnel or offering something for free and then getting email addresses and kind of going through a process, like a breadcrumb type of process. But what I'm getting for you guys is that breadcrumb process, like you'll lose a lot of people through that. Like that's a long process that people just don't want to deal with. If they're interested in you from your content, from your videos, take them straight to your website where there is pricing. I think that that would just cut out a lot of the loss that you guys could have, and just if they're interested in you, they're going to want to work with you. If you guys are providing the value in the videos that will solve, that like makes them just love your solutions and gives them the confidence that you could be the person who can solve their solution, like all that stuff in the middle doesn't need to happen. Just take them straight to your website where your prices are listed. And if you guys really want to, you could do like maybe a one-time session that's at a cheaper price, and then they could get a better feel for them and their problem, and maybe they just want that one solution. But really I just get like, yeah, so maybe you could do that, but really just get like, just send them straight to your website with your pricing. Just go right there. If they want to work with you, they'll already know by the time that they get to your site because they watched your videos and saw your content or whatever your content methodology is. So yeah, that's really what I'm getting for you guys, is like, don't waste their time or your time in that whole chunk of the middle process, and go straight from, I provided value in this video, you loved it, you click on my link to go to my website, here's my pricing. And yeah, if you're interested, then if they're interested from your videos, they're gonna visit your website, and then from there they're going to go ahead and sign up with you guys. So that's what I get for you guys. If you want to capture emails, I'm not really getting anything specific on that. So I did look into the emails. So basically what I'm getting is you could have like two options. So one is they could directly go ahead and sign up with you. So if they already know that they want to sign up with you, they can. And then in terms of capturing emails, like basically you'll get their email through that if they're interested. And then the other way of getting emails is maybe they don't know entirely that they really need a coach, or that you could, I mean, I think they'll know that you can help them from your videos, but they don't really know if they really need a coach. So that's a situation where you could have them sign up for like a free consultation, and then through that they have to enter the email address, so you capture their email that way, and then you can have a conversation with them about like what you do and how you can help them, and then like give them that comfort level of being like, okay, you know, maybe I do need a coach, or okay, yeah, like I do need a coach and I see how she can help me or he can help me, and yeah, I love their videos, like I know that they can help me, so yeah, I think maybe I will sign up, and give them some time to think about it, not too much time, but you know, give them some room, like if they've come to you that far, then they're interested. So that's really what I'm getting for you guys. I think, yeah, probably having some closing skills in that sales consultation call will be useful for you guys, actually. I think it is better to try to close them sooner rather than later, but yeah, that's really what I'm getting for you guys, is like go from your videos or your content straight to your website with their pricing. They can either sign up for coaching, or they can sign up for a consultation. You talk to them on the consultation, make them feel comfortable, make them feel happy, interested in you even more so, and then try to close them if possible. If not, give them a couple days and reach out to them again. And I think that you'll build a good relationship, and it's really about the relationship, because if you build a good relationship now and they're not interested right now, they will remember you, they will refer to you if they have a good experience with you to somebody else that may want you, and they'll be able to tell them, you know, you didn't push them too much. I mean, you push them because you want to make the sale, but like, sorry about that. I ran out of space, and so I got cut off. But basically I was saying that it's about building the relationship with your potential client, because even though, like, you should try to close them on the call, of course, like you are trying to make a sale or trying to make a living here, but like it's really about building that relationship, because if they're not interested at this time, or, I mean, they are interested because they've scheduled a call with you and they know what's going to happen at the end of the call, you're going to try to sell to them, and they have looked at your pricing, so they're obviously interested, because I think a lot of people avoid those sales calls thinking that, like, I don't want to be sold to. So if they're having that call, they're interested, but like it may or may not be the right time for whatever reason. But if you build that relationship with them to where you did try to close, but you did not push them, or you weren't sleazy about it, then when they are ready, they are going to come back, because they're going to remember, like, oh, that's the person that like wasn't sleazy, you know, that I really believed in because I saw their videos and like I was really interested in. Or if they have a friend who could really use some coaching and they can't, then they can be like, oh, you should totally go check out this one person, because like I met with them, they didn't push me, like I felt like they had my best interest at heart, and it was supposed to be a win-win situation, you know, that I felt like this was going to be a win-win situation. So yeah, basically, yeah, I think it started off with emails. Is that how, yeah, this is how we started this part off, where basically I was saying, yeah, I know a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on emails and giving something for free, you know, in exchange for their email, but I think this way you would get emails of people who are really interested, people who have really looked at your work, who've seen your pricing, and who either want to sign up with you or are willing to have a sales call with you, knowing full well that you're going to try to sell to them at the end of this. So yeah, I think basically if you guys would focus on that, focus on having the content, the bite-sized pieces, content, having stronger calls to action in those videos or that content that you're giving out, and then linking them straight to your website where it has your pricing, has the option for a sales call, and then you try to hone up your closing skills, and so that you can really get some success out of those sales calls. And then you give them a few days where you follow up after a couple days if they don't close with you on the call, and just kind of, you know, keep them in mind. Yeah, like I think that could really help you guys get more clients than you have been, because the content that you're putting out there resonates better with them and shows them your abilities, so that already entices them. And then you're cutting out all the middle stuff in between where they could get lost in the process and be like, oh, this is like too much, or like I don't have to sit through this like video, or you're cutting out like a lot of all these hurdles that they may not really want to go through. So you're cutting that out, so you're getting more of those people from your content to your website. And then if you guys show your pricing, then this applies to you. It has your pricing on there, and then it has a sales call it has the pricing for anybody who is interested. already, and it has a sales call for anybody who could use a little more convincing, a little more feeling comfortable about working with you. Like, they're investing a lot of money, so you know, respect that and just try to make them comfortable about it. Make sure that they know that it's going to be worth their time and their money and their investment. And yeah, so that's what the sales call is for, is really to make them feel comfortable and for you to show respect for the fact that they are putting in money into this, and you do acknowledge that, and yeah, you really want them to feel as good as possible about it and feel like they're going to be taken care of, because you are going to take care of them, you know, so you want to give them that feeling now. And then work on your sales skills to not only make them feel comfortable, but like help lead them. That's when the breadcrumbs should really come. It's like they're already interested, so now you lay down the breadcrumbs for you to close that sale. And then giving them some room, if they don't close then, giving them some room to come back to you within like 2 days. You know, so you're giving them some space. They're not feeling like you're coming on too strong. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the previous video too, where it's like, this doesn't quite apply, but it has the same kind of energy to where if you're trying to control the situation, the person can feel it and they feel like it's desperation coming to them, and then desperation's like, why are you desperate? Like, why do you need this so much? Like, do you not see your own value? Like, so that kind of desperation energy comes towards them. You're like sending it to them, and then they like want to run away. So, yeah, give them some space, give them the ability to breathe, and then, yeah, maybe, put in like a little discount in there somewhere to where if they refer you to somebody else and that person coaches with you, then you will give them a discount, you know, so even if they don't buy through you at that point in time, you're now giving them a discount in the future if they refer you to a friend. And if you give them a good experience, they're going to want to refer you to that friend. So yeah, so I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you some ideas on how you guys can hone your current process, because it sounds like you guys are having your process. You're already getting better at it. You're churning things out. You're just putting out content, whatever it is that you guys have a system in place. I hope this helps you hone it. I hope this helps you cut out the middle stuff that potentially loses clients, and I hope that this yeah, helps you focus on being able to close better and follow up in those 2 days. Don't drop the ball at the end of the game. I feel like that hasn't happened as much. That was really more past, but yeah, just keep that in mind. Close a little bit better. Don't drop the ball. Remember to follow up with them in 2 days if they haven't gotten back to you. Yeah, so I hope this was helpful. Yeah. So I hope this was good. I hope you got value out of both videos. If you have any questions or comments, of course, like I said earlier, go ahead and put them below and I will respond to them. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. Again, subscribe if you like the channel, if you want to hear more about other industries and the SWOT on them and how they can get clients and maybe just get some ideas. Yeah, so I will catch you guys in my next video.